Hello. So I know a lot of times doing a ton of vinyasa can put a bunch of pressure on the wrists, and it's nice to have some practices where the wrists are not required. So today will be a wrist-free vinyasa standing pose practice. It's great for strength building. You're going to develop some range of motion and it won't put any pressure on your wrists at all. So today we're actually going to begin from standing. So go ahead and step all the way up to the front of your mat. Take the next few moments to just sort of ground and center. Feel the contact of the earth beneath your feet. And then close your eyes and join your hands together in a prayer at your chest and focus all of your awareness on your breathing. Be aware when you breathe in, be aware when you breathe out. And if your awareness shifts to something else, it comes into the spotlight, just notice as quickly as you can and return to your awareness of the breath. All right, with that same soft focus on your body, open up your eyes. Use an inhale to sweep your arms outwards and upwards. To warm up, grab a hold of your right wrist with your left hand, pull up until that arm feels very long, and then softly tip your torso to your left. Press your right foot deeper into the ground. Use your left arm to pull length into the right hand side of your body. And just sort of relax as you continue to hold the stretch. Now use an inhale to come back up. Grab your left wrist with your right hand, pull up, and tip your torso to the right side this round. Let your eyes come to rest on something solid out there in front of you. Just try to keep your awareness centered there. At the same time, maintain your awareness of the feeling sense of the body and all the spaces where you feel that stretch. Use an inhale to come all the way back up. Join your hands together in a prayer at your chest. Then bend your knees. Rotate off to the right and cross your left elbow over your legs. If it's hard to hook it over the right leg, you can always hook it over your left inner knee. For the next few moments, press your hands together and just twist everything off to the side. Use an inhale to come back upwards for the chair posture. Join your hands together in a prayer. If you've got the mobility to hook your elbow over your left leg, do so. Otherwise, hook it over your right inner thigh. Join your hands together in a prayer and just rotate and twist your spine. Use your inhale to come all the way back up to the chair. Straighten your legs and take your hands to your hips. Heel toe your feet apart until they're about hips distance wide. Then shifting your hips forward, take a standing back bend to elongate your front. Pull it forward with your exhale. And then bend your knees as much as you need to reach down and grab your big toes with your index and middle finger. Lift your chest away from your thighs. Gradually start to elevate your hips up like an elevator sliding up an elevator shaft and work towards straighter legs. For the next few moments, either stay there if you're getting enough stretch or fold forward for more depth. Sort of hang out there and breathe slow. All right, use your next inhale to lift up to your fingertips. Once you've done so, let go of the feet and take your hands to your waist. Stand all the way up to the top with a straight spine and join your hands together in a prayer at your chest. Now this time around, bend your legs. Step your left foot back to the rear of your mat for warrior one. Spin your back toes in a little bit and bend your front leg substantially. Then use an inhale to sweep your arms outwards and upwards. You can either let your hands be apart if you wish or interlace your hands with your index finger pointed up. Straighten your back leg. Bend the front leg and gaze up towards your outstretched hands as you hold the stretch. Straighten out your right leg all together. Take a big step to get back to the front of your mat. Join your hands together in a prayer at your chest. And then the same on the other side. Bend your legs and float your right foot all the way back for warrior one, second side. Turn your rear heel down, sweep your arms out to the sides and up. Either interlace your hands or leave your hands apart. Now do your best to square both sides of your hips and chest with the wall that you're looking at. Bend your front leg until it starts to burn a little bit. At the same time, press strongly back through your rear leg so it feels straight. Gaze upward at your outstretched fingers and just try to maintain the depth of your front leg as you hold the stretch. And then for the moment, straighten your leg, join your hands together in a prayer. Step all the way forward to the front of your mat. And for warrior two, and bend your legs, lean forward and step your left foot all the way back. Spiral and spin up until your torso faces off to the side. Now use your right hand to press your knee over to the edge so your knee stacks right above the ankle. At the same time, try to press down to the big toe portion of your foot. Raise both arms out to approximately parallel to the floor. And then for now, let your right sitting bone sink down toward the floor to come a little closer to 90 degrees. You don't have to be anywhere close to a full 90, so feel free to modify that accordingly if you want to stay higher. But do breathe. Straighten your leg all together. When you're ready, take a huge step to get back to the front of your mat. And then bend your leg substantially. Lean forward and float your right leg back. Warrior two on the second side. Torso faces off to the right. Now sometimes the knee sort of creeps toward the midline, so take your left hand to your left knee, press it all the way over to your sideways until your knee stacks above your ankle, and extend both arms out at shoulder height, roughly so. Now you can definitely stay there, which is going to give you a lot of strength building in your quadriceps. If you want to develop some more range of motion, just sink your left sitting bone straight down toward the floor to deepen. For the next few moments, gaze straight out over your fingers as you hold. Now straighten out your leg. If your stance is pretty long, you can cheat your back foot forward a little bit, and then you can take a really big step to get back to the front, where once again you join your hands together in a prayer. Bend both legs, lean forward, and step your right foot back for the horse. Turn your feet off to face the side of your mat. For this one, turn your toes out substantially. Then bend your legs, let your sitting bones and hips sink down near the floor. Use an inhale to sweep your arms outwards and upwards. Now in this one, roll your tail under till your lower back feels flat. Do the opposite. Lift your tailbone so your pelvis sort of looks like Donald Duck, and then drop just a little bit deeper down into it. Pretend you have a brick hanging from your tailbone. Let that weight and draw your tailbone down very slightly. And just hold and maintain. A little more drop if you're able. Then straighten your legs. Reach your arms all the way out to your sides. Take a big step to get back to the front of your mat. Bend your legs and lean forward. Step your left leg back to the horse. Spin off to face the side of your mat. This time, turn your toes out and bend your legs as you did previously. Plant your hands on your knees and then lean forward, and as you do so, press your knees apart. This is one of my favorite yoga poses ever. Just rotate your torso to your left and keep spinning and twisting your spine. And deep, slow inhales and exhales. Square your chest with the ground another time, and then rotate off for the same posture on the other side. And now rotate your chest so that it faces the floor. Crisscross your arms under your ribs. Stand all the way up. Straighten your legs entirely. Now reaching your arms out to your sides, take a big step to get back to the front of your mats. Bend your legs, lean forward. Step your right foot back to warrior one position, heel down, and reach your arms all the way up to the ceiling. Now join your hands together in a prayer. Lean forward. Attempt to hook your right elbow over your leg. If that's hard, you can always spin your back heel up, which will sometimes simplify, or you can take your right hand to the floor with your left hand on your knee. For the next few moments, just tighten down on the twist until you feel some resistance, and breathe. Now use an inhale to sweep both arms out for warrior one. Straighten your leg and turn your feet to face the long edge of your mat. And rotate your feet around for warrior one on the second side. Bend your right leg substantially. Once your hands are joined together in a prayer, lean forward, rotate, and attempt to hook your elbow over. Remember, the options are to turn your heel up in the back if you wish, or to take your left hand to the floor and your right hand to your knee while you twist. Find the one that works the best for you, and just keep breathing deeply while you twist. And now with your next breath in, come back to warrior one. Straighten your right leg, turn your feet to face off to the edge of your mat. Take a really big step to get back to the front. Bend your knees, lean slightly ahead, step your left leg back to warrior two, and spiral up to the upright, torso sideways. Then the triangle pose. Straighten out your right leg entirely. Reach out to the side of your body. Feel free to drop your hand down to your shin. If you want to take it down to your ankle, feel free. And if you can keep your leg and your spine long, you can take your fingertips further down from there. Deep, slow breaths. Bend your right leg, come back up for warrior two. Straighten out your leg and turn your feet to face sideways. Spin your left leg back for warrior two position, and then straighten your leg. So reach out to the side of your body. The easiest position for your wrist will be to let your hand rest on your shin. If it feels okay to slide it down to your ankle, go for it, but that'll put more pressure on your hand. And if you do want to take your fingers down, let them come the rest of the way. Rotate and spin everything open, and breathe as you twist. Then bend your leg and return upright for warrior two with a big inhale. Straighten your leg, turn your feet to face off to your sideways, and take a really huge step to get all the way back up to the front of your mat. All right, the tree pose. Start out with your feet fairly close together, and then place your right foot near your left inner ankle. Squeeze your glutes a little bit and try to keep the pelvis leveled on the top. And draw your right foot a little higher up, or even all the way to your inner thigh if you like. Curl your toes back to keep the foot in place. Just join your hands together in a prayer and breathe as you hold. Whenever your eyes wander, then just redirect. Take your foot all the way back down to the floor beneath. When you're ready, come up to the tiptoes of your other foot. And place your foot near your inner ankle, or hike it up a little higher up your inner thigh if you like. With hands joined together in a contemplative prayer, lock your eyes on something solid another time. And then replacing your foot back down there upon the floor. Let your eyes close. For the next few moments, just feel the earth spreading around you, out from under your feet. Tap into the feelings of your body and tap into the feeling of your breathing. And then if you wish, repeat aloud after me. May all sentient beings everywhere experience peace.